Hello, everyone. We are now starting game 11, game 12 of the game 12 of the 2024 National Scrabble Championship of Singapore. We have Ryan Wee, or Thai Ryany, as he wishes to be called here, and Jian Rong, who is currently leading the standings by 2 points. 2 points ahead of Wolfram. He has got Jerong's on 10 points. Next behind him is Wolfram on 8, followed by Jeremy also on 8. Jerong has a healthy spread of 832, the biggest in the whole field, and Wolfram 372, followed by Jeremy 111. The top three has not changed since game 8. At the end of yesterday, they've all three have held strong, and Marlon, who was also fourth at the start of today, is still in fourth place now, as we start round 11. This is Vanita from Malaysia, and I'll be joined later by Darren Koo as my co-commentator, and he's also from Malaysia. And as we start, we see Ryan spending more than 2 minutes on this rack, this almost bingo rack with no bingos on it. And I ran it through Quackle, and Quackle has suggested just playing off the O. When I have racks like this, I tend to, I choose to just exchange, keeping, I would have maybe kept LONES. But yeah, exchanging the O also very strong. So Ryan using many precious minutes here on this first move. Just, oops. Wishing that E was an S for oldness. Okay, so he's decided on something and he plays Olden, keeping ES. About 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes on that move against Genrong, who plays at lightning speed. Oh, and who has once again started with a bingo. So this is probably why changing would have been better. Not putting out a floater there and trying to get your bingo down first. Because Jenna would have not had bingo without that E floater and would have perhaps been forced to change himself, not wanting to give Ryan a floater in return on that first move. Can't quite see what Ryan has because of the glare. Is that repeats? Is that what he has? Yes, he has repeats. So many options to choose from. His highest one is operate from the O, on the O of Olden for 83 points. Will he choose something more defensive like retapes or repeats? Okay, he chooses replant. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, no, not P. Oh, he didn't have repeats. He had the L. So I saw that. I saw that as an E. Bit of glare on the board and making it difficult to replants. And so Gargance's best play just now would have been Salter and Olden's. Yeah, most defensive, I agree. Jian with another bingo rack, but is this going to go down? Yes, it is going to go down to the O of Olden. Oh. Oh, was he not sure of Lanning? Yeah, okay, so Jian taking the safer option of extending Olden to Oldening and foregoing Lanning. Maybe not being too sure that Lan is a verb. That glare on. Oh, was that a challenge? Oh, okay. So Jian challenges Oldening. Um, uh, it can't quite see what. Does anyone else see what Ryan has on his rack? OXW. Okay, thanks, Jay. WOE. So he chooses to keep his X to score later. So there's a woe foregoing the 43 points for Wax. General, still playing very quickly, knowing that Ryan has already taken like 4 minutes on his first move. So oldening takes a G for goldening and a B for boldening. So let's see if those come down as hooks later. I wonder if we can do anything about that glare on Ryan's rack. It's making it really difficult to make out the letters. This looks good. Scoring with his X, keeping Can't see what he's kept. But Jian now stopped in his tracks for a bit with a difficult rack of double O's, double U's, and RNL. He does have a journal, dumping 5 of those tiles for 14 points. Wow, that looks pretty good. Or run out. Similar idea for 10 points. Run out to the T of neither, keeping LO. Yep, either of those two look good. Run out, maybe the more defensive play, taking out the line next to replants, and yeah, he's still thinking about this. I think, oh, he's looking at unroot at the same spot of run out, which, yeah, same idea. Keeps LU instead of LO. And wow, okay, that's that glare. It's not. Okay, this is better. Like thanks. So yes. Oh, so he Ryan has Talkie at 6B to the R and U, not so easy to see, but that will give him 21 points, keeping CT. Okay, it just takes just dumps off the Q. Maybe he's not spotted Talkie, and I guess that is the only other way to get rid of the Q. So he takes the 12 points for cut. General with a more manageable rack compared to his previous one, and heal and F. He's got flush to the S of replants, keeping EEN. Or enough, since enough doesn't take an S, so he's got enough under neither, keeping HEL enough for 18. I might want to keep the N since there's that G of oldening to play to. I might maybe keep E and play off FEH, keeping LUNE. That looks good too. FEH for 20. Yeah, I think that would be my choice. Hoping to pick up an I for ING, something like lunging to the G. Okay, so he's looking at flash, keeping the U. Oh, okay, so he's, yeah, got something like Queen 2, QUEE, and later, if he has nothing else, if he keeps that U. Oh, he's playing up there, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Queen. Because Jian's just 30 points ahead, having, foregone his learning. So not very far ahead. And playing defensively, I guess maybe taking out that E after Ryan's play of cut, thinking that a bingo is coming down there. So Ryan with no bingos on this, very enticing rack here. He's looking for a V for velocity, which he does not have, and the board is not giving him. If he had a floating R, he would have had cryolites, but that's not on the board either. And the P is blocked, so epicotil and liposite is not coming out, and those are his only eights. So that leaves him with maybe YO next to unroot for 21, keeping the bingo friendly CILT. Or if he wants to score and open up the board, he's got Cloy, CLOYE, between replant and unroot for 29, keeping IT. And that will, and he will catch up with Jian, with Cloy, with a decent ITE. Yeah, Gautam suggesting Lego City. It would be nice to try, but I don't think Ryan's going to blow one move on that. So yeah, so what has Ryan played? He's played, he's gone for tie. Okay. Keeping CILO. Yeah, still many E's in the bag, and it's more defensive than Cloy. Since he's now evened up with Jian, no need to open up the board. And Jian with the non-existent Bichang, hoping it does exist. But in any case, nowhere to go, even if it did exist. Yep, nothing very exciting here. No huge scores, although he's got all those high-scoring tiles on his rack. These two have opted to play a very cagey game here, both not wanting to open, scores being even. He's got Busk if he wants to. Yeah, he's got Busk for 20, keeping C, E, and H through the S of replants. Yeah, which he decides to take. Someone in chat suggesting Queenie would have been pretty insert there if it wasn't going to leave tons of consonants behind. And Nicholas Hong suggesting fishing for logic words. Oh wow, this rack looks very promising. But sadly, no floating H for Malichos. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but Mokilas. Yeah, nothing's going down, which can be a bit frustrating with this pretty rack. Oh, so Jian took out the E earlier, otherwise Ryan would have had Camisole to that E of woe. So again, like, you know, nothing. Oh, so he can score actually if he blows his S, but I don't know. There might be no reason to do that now. There's clones and claims coming down from the triple to Oot. No, yes, yeah, no reason to do that. At the moment, giving all those floaters and giving up his S. I think so. Maybe he might opt for below Busk, but that costs 20, keeping a nice leave of ACILS, but opens up that bottom line for a big score from Jian. Yeah, 5 Scrabble, seeing claims comps might probably be worth it since there's nothing much else to do. Okay, so Cam. So going under there, playing Cam to limit scoring possibilities. The only one H left out of the two. Um, so Jian only going to score there with an H, which he has on his rack. And of course, Jian, with the flow that he's been having today, has that H, and that's where he's going to go. Yep, and that was his highest scoring play, Hein, which is a tense of hey, meaning to have. Okay. Again, a rack that looks like it's going to give you a bingo, but there's no bingo available on this tight board. Closed up by design by both players. But Ryan now will be looking to open it up with that bingo friendly rack that he has. So maybe scoring with ZO and playing ZO and route and opening up, since he has that A for Azo. He also has a score with Nazi 33, a little bit more, but I think Zoe is too good to give up and keep that lovely AILST leaf. He is most likely to pick up a bingo after that with 2 spots to go down. So he's got that hook, the elf hook, and then he's got the A hook of the S hook of elf and the A hook of Zoe. What has he done here? And he's also got those bingo lanes coming from the N of Oldening and the G of Oldening. So let's see what he has opted to do instead. He's played off. Oh, okay. So he goes for Nazi, going for the score. This is decent. I mean, Lost might still give him a bingo. And also Stye. So TYE takes an S in front of it. So that is a possibility as well. And he might be able to pick up an SL word with his SLOT leaf. Jian very quickly putting down cube for 18. So sadly, he has not picked up a bingo. Yeah, almost. And that you and the C are not yielding any bingos either. So is he going to break up this rack, playing Logat under Nazi LOGGAT for 24? Or is he going to try to balance again, playing something like God above Nazi for 13, keeping salt, or dog, keeping salt, maybe dog if he's trying to bingo, because dog, has an E hook along with the S hook. So he once again finds himself about 40 points, 39 points behind Jian Rong. And he needs to do something here. So do you catch up? Do you score to try and catch up? Or do you play, try to keep a bingo friendly lead and hope to bingo? There's still plenty of S spots to hook his S, starting with an S up on top of tie, or ending with an S at Alps or Rios. Oh, okay, so he decides he wants to catch up. But Gloats does not really score all that much, so it just scores 27. And he gives up his S there. So maybe he might have been better off playing Logat, keeping DS for 24 for just 3 points less. But I guess he also wants to open up the board, giving himself all those floaters. But misgive, right? Has he given? Has he misgiven? Jian Rong something here. No, he hasn't. So very promising, but there is actually nothing here. Misgive does not go down anywhere. And yeah, so what is Jian Rong going to do? This is going to be a difficult spot. Then this is going to be a difficult move here for Jian Rong. Well, okay. So Jian Rong opting to this balance, opening up one more spot for possible bingo. Oh, pouted. Oh, wow. There's no R for pouted. But yeah, he plays his highest scoring move of Depot for 33, keeping EW. That's decent. And Jian Rong, has he found himself a bingo here? Yes. Oh, wow. Yes, he's got one beautiful bingo in two spots, two places. I wonder if he sees it. Yeah. Andrew Chung in the chat has spotted it. Will Jian Rong spot this beautiful bingo of effluvia? Oh, and he does so very quickly. Look at that. Like super quick. And so he's got effluvia for 79, starting from the E column. And oh yeah, both starting from E column, just yeah, the placement. So 70, he's definitely going for the 79 with the F placed on the triple. And there we go. Ryan with a bingo friendly rack of his own, but once again, yep, yeah. Ryan wringing his hands there, since Effluvia has blocked his possibly only bingo spot. Yep, that was his only spot. This rack of Rhinus, and he had already lined it up. Oh, that is very sad. He had already lined it up, and he blocked his only bingo of ringers. Effluvia, that's right. Andrew Chang pointing out Effluvia only takes an L. And I'm pretty sure both players will know this hook of Effluvia. Yeah, so it's not going to take the S. In any case, there's no bingo at the moment. He can't even score with the W. W does not go above Effluvia, the A. But what do you do if you're Ryan here? So finding himself a little more than a bingo behind. But I mean, all is not lost. He just needs to score maybe something like Wire and Nazir at the bottom there, keeping the bingo friendly EINRS. And then he just needs to bingo, hoping and hope that Ryan does not have a super score from the A of Effluvia. As long as Ryan doesn't have the Y, then, I'm sorry, as long as Jian doesn't have the Y to plonk down on top of Effluvia, then Ryan still has a chance. And 5 Scrabble is Scrabble with the 5 instead of the S is suggesting re-win. Re-win on top of on the other side of Effluvia. But I think Wire might be actually best, doing the for 1 point less and keeping EINRS, and allowing some a few more turns to hit that bingo. Oh, but yeah, sadly for Ryan, Jian has found the other blank, but with bingo, but blank with with almost all the vowels in the bag. So he now does not have to worry too much. Yeah, he's just taking out the most lucrative bingo spot there first. And probably thinking he's going to outrun any other bingo. And sitting with the blank there, Ryan pulls out bingo rack of his own. Bersini and an I. Bersini and an I. And once again, almost bingo rack for Ryan, but no cigar. Once again, so that same spot as Y just now, but with a V instead of a W. He will keep EIINS. There is one I in scene, so he could pull out like a third I there. Oh yeah, so so he's got a Y instead of a V. Apologies. Right. So Ivy then. Ivy through the V of effluvia, keeping EINRS is probably his best chance here. And then hoping to play down to the elf. He's just got enough space for a bingo coming down to elf, which is, as we know, since we can see that bingo on Genron's rack, is going to be immediately taken by Genron. So I think we can safely say that Genron is once again going to take the game and hold on to that lead, hold on to his number one position, and hold on to his 2-point lead, or perhaps even 3-point lead if Wolfram and Jeremy both drop their games. So, so I don't know about Gloats. Maybe Gloats was trying to score a bit too prematurely, opening up that board. I think holding on to that S might have been better at that point. Gloats allowed Genron to pull ahead with Effluvia. Okay, so Brian just giving up on a bingo and just looking to score. Reading the game correctly, seeing that, yeah, his chances of winning this is probably super slim, and just seeking to close the gap here. So, General, for once, not playing too quickly, just looking to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why he's waiting, but he has both a veil with an L or aviates with an S. Oh, is he wondering if L takes an S? Oh, is Genong suddenly unsure of L? I think this might be it. Otherwise, I'm thinking aviates or a veils is coming down super quick. So once again, we might see Genong trying to play on the safe side if he's unsure of elves, and he might go for some other option. Only thing is, the scores are very close. He's only 16 points ahead. So this could be tricky if his bingo does not come down. Okay, so he is going for the safer option. He's not sure that if elf takes an S because, of course, the noun doesn't. It pluralizes to elves, but elf is also a verb, which means to tangle. To tangle your hair, and that takes an S. But Jian here opting for the safe bet of aviate. On top of Fluvia. And I think he has sealed the game. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Yeah, Noah pointing out he may be confusing it, yeah, with ERF, but probably just doubting, because elf pluralizes to elves traditionally, and then he may not be, aware of the verb, elf the verb, and just decide. I mean, it's a win. So again, Geron taking the sure win over the doubtful hook. And that's all he needs. That's all he needs. And this is his 11th win out of 12 games. He's only dropped one game so far in these, 2020 in the 2024 Singapore National Scrabble Championship, and 4 games to go. So it's still not certain that he's going to take it, but in very good position though. And yeah, finding a Fluvia was beautiful. And he found it very quickly. So Jian in top form for these nationals here, and I mean also hot on his heels. Wolfram Poe and Jeremy, I don't know how they have done this round, but they have been consistent as well the whole morning, both holding on to their second and third positions respectively. So yeah, anything could happen. 4 more games, the final quarter of the 16-game tournament coming up, and anything can happen. Jian will have to maintain this level of play, this performance of his that has been hugely impressive so far. Like, he's been on stream for almost every game, over the last 6 or 7 games. And, we've watched him make all these brilliant moves, and careful when he needs to be careful. I haven't seen any reckless plays. Even that play of ump in 2 games ago was very calculated. And here, not wanting to make any boo-boos, opting for aviate on top of a Fluvia rather than take that risk of putting the S onto L. So very impressive. The scores, it might take a little while for the scores to come in. I think we will end this round here, and hopefully Darren is back to join us for the next round of the championship. All right, see you guys over at game 13.